Hey, and welcome to Java Schmava. In this episode I'm going to teach you about data types, getting user input from the keyboard, and decimal formatting. Okay, first thing is these variables here are all primitive data types. If you're wondering, this is like the variable name, such as like you give something a class name, you give a variable name. The int is like for whole numbers. If you try to type in a decimal point in that, it will not work. See? Does not work. Decimal points are for doubles, which is this one. Both of these can run negative numbers as well, so it just depends what you need. Booleans are true or false statements. You can have no maybes or whatevers. It's just one or the other with that. Chars are stored as in single quotes. They're only like single characters. So like A or symbols like the $sign or 1 or 2 or 3 or something. String is not a primitive variable type. It's an object's reference variable. So it's stored in like these double quotes. And it's basically like the system.out.println method, except for this doesn't print the screen, it just uses the double quotes. Let's see. You don't have to assign a variable type straight away, it's just like this, it's going to be referenced rather than program when I explain the keyboard. You can't add an int and a double usually, but you can cast the double to an int, which is these brackets here, and then I wrote the word int. So these two can add together and it will work. If it doesn't, you can't otherwise, see, does not work. Yeah. To get the scanner class, you have to first import it. So just up here where I've imported that and the decimal format, which I'll go into afterwards. Yeah, you do that and then you write scanner keyboard equals new scanner system in, and then once you have to store it in a variable. So name equals keyboard.next. That just works for like strings. Though if you're like typing in multiples or numbers for like an addition, you assign your whichever numbers you want and use keyboard.nextInt. There's a way that you can crash a system just because of this, and it is fun. Believe me, crashing a system always is. For characters, the call's a wee bit different. It's same as keyboard.next, but you put a .char at and then whatever position that you want of the word that you've typed in. So I put position 0, which is the first position. It's a wee bit weird in Java, but believe me, it's not position 1. Alright, I'll run this and then I will go into the decimal format and another way you can call a boolean. There we go. All the stuff that's already sort of pre-written. Type in a name. At the minute I'm just going to type in random junk, it's more fun. There we go. Just call this 5. I'll show you the crashing in the system afterwards. And we'll just put yes. There we go. Single character is Y because it's the first position. Right, to crash the system, right, just simply press a letter and it will crash. It's so much fun doing that. It's not fun when your own system gets crashed and you don't want it to crash, but otherwise it's a good lot of fun. Anyway, to do the decimal format, after you've imported, write a decimal format, you can call the variable name what you want really. I've just chose df for time's sake. And then these, whatever you're putting in, you have to put it inside the quotation marks. I've just put 0. 2 zeros, which means I'll only do the 2 decimal places, so that'll be cut down. And to format it, it's df.format, and you put the bracket over the variable, and it should just come up 2 decimal places. It should round it up. There we go. 2 decimal places. Oh, and to stop a program early, just hit the stop button. It's pretty self-explanatory. To change a string, boolean, call it just like you use rational operators. So like 10 is less than 9. That statement is false, so hopefully once this runs it should come up false. If not, something's went wrong and I am not aware of it. Yep, false. Well, that's all I was planning to cover in this episode. I'll discuss rational operators more once I get into if statements, because it is really Boolean based. So until next time, please leave comments, and yeah, bye!